Hey guys, Dancy2, back with Shadow of the Colossus. I apologize if you hear some clicking in the background because I have to look up how to pronounce this guy's name. Basaran! That is the guy who we are going to fight today. A little bit abrupt, but whatever. We are back for Shadow of the Colossus. As I said before, or didn't, I have a short-term memory. He is our ninth Colossus. I lost track in counting for some reason last time in the middle of the episode, and I said we were fighting the seventh. We actually fought the eighth. But today we are in fact going after the ninth. We are past our halfway point, which means the game is officially going to get hard. And what a boss to start being hard with. Yeah. This guy's actually fairly close to us, so I'm gonna keep the ride in again. And away we go. I kind of want to save the reveal of this guy because he's one of my favorite Colossus. He's probably my second favorite Colossi, and he would be higher if his fight wasn't a total bitch to do. Yeah, that's my opinion on him in a nutshell. I really like this guy. I love his design. It's amazing, but we'll save that for when we actually get to him. Because we have to horse surf a little bit first in order to get there. Or I choose to horse surf because I like surfing horses. Don't try to surf horses in real life. I don't think they can swim. Actually, I don't know if they can swim. They might. I don't know. Move it, horse. I don't get lost going. I forget if I get lost or not. It's either this one or the next one I get somewhat lost going to, or at least I lose my horse. Because, oddly enough, the next one, you ride straight through, to get to number 10, you ride straight through Basaran's area. Which is kind of interesting. That's a big graphical pop right there. I just saw in the grass. I think I had to pause. I think I had to answer the door there, if I remember correctly. Anyway, our hawk is following us. There are multiple hawks. I don't know if it's the hawk that, followed us in. Although, we will see him again. Anyway, this giant dust cloud over here is our area to head to. It's very dark, even though there's no real explanation for why there's a dust cloud here. I mean, I guess there sort of is one. I'll wait till we get to it to actually say it, because I'm being a little bit mysterious about this because this is one of my favorite Colossi, and for that reason, I kind of want to keep him shadowed a little bit. Although, if you've played this game, you probably know who he is. There's a giant ravine around the outside of his area, but he is one of the few Colossi who would have no issue actually leaving his area. He could easily step over that ravine, and he also has bridges going out. And, if you can't tell already, this is going to be our first fight in a very long time, and that has Agro with us. So, our horsey's making a comeback now. And, if you look to the right, there's a cave entrance there. That's where we're supposed to go, and I completely miss it. I said earlier that there was kind of a reason why this area is so misty and shadowy and foggy. It's because it's an active geyser field, if you can see, which is actually, I think, a really cool area, because you don't really see that often. But the geysers are going so fast and so often that I guess it blocks out the sun. I don't know. Anyway, here he is. My second favorite Colossus, my favorite for a very long time. Basaran, the giant tortoise. This dude is amazing. Now, that being said, I hate his fight. Because, like our last boss, he's going to be firing at you. Unlike the last boss, these bullets are very potent. A lot of people claim that you need aggro for this fight, that you can't dodge his bullets otherwise. I am not entirely certain about that, because I swore I was able to beat him without using aggro on one occasion, but I can't remember if I actually did it or not. It might be my memory playing tricks on me. But, I could be right or wrong either way. Because I swore I was able to basically time my dodge rolls just right in order to dodge his shots, or just tank the damage enough and get lucky. Because to go into what we have to do here, we have to get him over to geysers when they come up. And when that happens, he'll get scorched on his belly, he'll get pushed up in the air, and we can shoot at his feet. We shoot out his 2 feet, and he will fall over onto his back, and we can get onto him by climbing up his belly. And then we can make our way to his head, which has his only vital point. So, yeah, it's a little bit complicated, and a pain in the ass to do because the geysers like to shut off just as you get him over top of them. And holding him still on the geysers is not fun either. But yeah, I still to this day do not know whether you actually you don't physically need aggro, I don't believe. I think you can dodge his shots because he tends to fire them with a very tight burst. That being said, I might be totally wrong about that. I might have just gotten super lucky the one time I did it, or I might even be completely wrong. Other than his shots, he can also do an earthquake attack. Watch out for that. Is a lot more common to happen than Quatreras doing it, and this guy is actively out to kill you. Is he gonna say something? No. Not yet. I guess I could go over him in development a little bit. As I prance and taunt him. Look at me, I'm behind you. Come and get me. Pretty pony. Anyway, as for Basaran in development, I don't really know much about him in development, but there is another Colossi that was eventually scrapped from the game. That's actually, I said Avion's dragon form was probably the most well-known Colossus that was scrapped. The one that sort of is linked to him is another, at least moderately well-known one. It's a 6-legged spider of sort. It kind of resembles a daddy longleg in that it has a very small body suspended on top of 6 extremely long legs. The idea was he was in water and you had to lead him out of it. From there you could attack his legs and either shoot out or slash out his legs, I'm not sure which one, in order to cause him to fall over and get to his weak point, which was on his belly of the Colossi itself, of the body itself. And although that sounds like an interesting concept, there were a number of issues with him, to my knowledge. Just in order to get him in view, they had to do a ton of exclusive camera angles just for him because he was so tall and so awkward. And that was a major stumbling point on it. Other than that, his legs, if you were hit by them, was a one-shot kill, which there's nothing in normal mode that's a one-shot kill. It's only hard mode, which I'm playing right now. But he would have had one-shot kills in normal mode as well. And just in general, his difficulty was way too high. So eventually he was scrapped, but a lot of his designs, including the hitting his legs in order to topple him over, were carried into Basaran. He as well would have shot energy shots at you. And actually, I'll come back to it later, but there was a point in this game when I actually thought I was going to see him, but it turns out I was just horribly mistaken. Because I had seen a picture of him before I had finished the game, and I thought like, whoa, this guy's actually in the game, but he wasn't. It was just me getting confused. Wow, that was a lucky run. Anyway, as I cart this guy around some more, this guy is also, when we get on his head, we're going to see him flail around a lot. This guy can get you some of the highest launches in, can get you some of the highest launches in the entire game, because of how he swings his head. He's kind of notorious for this. Well, not really, it's more infamy. He's kind of notorious for his difficulty. yeah, I just really like this Colossus. He's a cool design. It's definitely an interesting fight, and it's definitely a well put together fight. It's just kind of annoying to do. And this is what I was waiting for. This is the first time this happens to me. It's not going to be the last. In fact, I'm surprised it happened to me here. If you take too long on a Colossi, Dorman will actually give you hints on how to fight it. In this case, you know, the power of the earth will shake even the Colossi. It's a hint to use the geysers in order to damage him, in order to reveal his weak point at least. There is one Colossus later that this happens with as well, and trust me, I know that saying by heart. It is... You must find the hidden vitals, I believe. It's something hidden vitals. Reveal or find or something to that degree. It's not really a spoiler as to what the boss is. And if you even have any idea if you haven't played this game and you think you know what it is, you're probably wrong as far as what it is. Anyway, I think we got him now. Yep, there we go. When we got him like this, he's completely helpless. You gotta run over here and shoot out his 2 feet that are on the ground. Luckily, if you fall off him after doing this, all you have to do is lead him into a geyser. You do not have to repeat the shooting process. He will fall over immediately at that point, and you will just be able to get on to him from there. People who are good can run aggro through his legs, shoot at them, and just run him through onto the other side without getting squished. I am not that good. In fact, I'm not that good at shooting at aggro. I mean, shooting on aggro. Roy's a little bit unwildly, but, you know, he's a good horse. Anyway, we grab onto one of the 2 only first spots on his belly. And one of the only 2 on his body, and which one being his belly, the other being his head. He's one of the few Colossus, again, that doesn't have any extra vital points in hard mode, which is ironic, because the next Colossus is the only Colossus, to my knowledge, who actually has an AI script changed on hard mode. But we'll get to him shortly. I'm hoping I can get both these episodes done before I have to do anything today. I have to go work again. Oh well. I'm having fun. Hey, aggro. I'll be down in a little bit. But yeah, I just love this guy's design. He's got like a mountain range on his back. And yeah, unlike normal turtles, his shell is kind of like in sections, so he's kind of like an armadillo turtle, if you think about it that way. Which is kind of kick-ass. His back is both very easy and very hard to get knocked off of, just because of his sheer surface area. Look at me using scientific terms like surface area. But really, just because of his surface area, you're not going to get knocked off. Although the ridge around his face looks like a good place to rest, it's actually not. That's one of the areas that you can easily get one of those super launches off of. Instead, as you're going to see later, I just kind of run back onto his back and just kind of chill there. And yeah, and now we just kind of stab, rinse, and repeat. So yeah, really cool Colossus, difficult boss fight, but at the same time, really good in concept boss fight. Just, I can't say it's executed badly, it's just, you know, it's designed to be a hard boss, and it succeeds, so I can't really bitch about it. The only thing I could say to make it a little bit easier is maybe have the hit detection on the geysers be a little bit more forgiving, or have the geysers be a little bit more plentiful. That's the only thing I would have changed, but at the same time, I think that would have reduced... This boss, as your post-halfway point boss, he's kind of meant to be, you know, this is hard. This is, you know, this is supposed to be your first real hard boss. And like I said, he succeeds quite well. A lot of people don't like him. I love him. He's one of my favorites. And we will meet my favorite Colossi next time. Strangely enough, for those of you who know the game, yeah, I like the next boss. The next Colossus, he is my favorite. Because I both like his design and his fight. This guy fights a little bit too annoying to reach the number 1 spot. That's why he got bumped down. Also, odd fact, this is the guy who kind of made me stop playing the game. This guy and the next one were... I bought this game in like I bought this game on the release year in like 2005, and yeah, I didn't beat it I think till like 2008, 2009 because of the fact, you know, the game freaked me out so much, and this guy and the next one were the two that stopped me the most. But after we recover. Also, interesting fact, when I bought the game, I bought it, like, I didn't buy it right when it came out, but I bought it a couple of months afterwards. I bought an original copy, paid like $49.99 or whatever for it. Went back into the GameStop a week afterwards. The damn thing was on greatest hits at like $20. So yeah, I don't want to hear anybody pissing and bitching about, you know, stuff going free to play like TF2, because, you know, we all have to pay our price someday. Some of us just have to pay a little bit more. So shut your fucking mouths. Because I had to pay $20 goddamn dollars. And that was 2005 when $20 could actually go somewhere. Anyway, see you guys next time.